What's going on YouTube? This your old man on the porch. I want to be proud to introduce my knee baby boy, Nick Town. God done brought him through another journey. He just did an 8-year bid. He been out a couple of weeks. We've been having difficulties with this new transition because there's a lot of stuff new to him, and we don't want. We just going from his point of view. He want to let y'all know briefly what he been through. Tell him what's up, Nick.
Um, Nothing, just chilling, just living a good life. Just came home, feel good about everything good, everything looking up to me. I feel like I can't fall. I'm just feeling good. It feel good not to be incarcerated. It feel good not to be behind the wall. Have some respect for yourself, some dignity for yourself, and keep the truck and keep it moving. Take the good with the good. Accept that good. Don't accept nothing else. Accept nothing but good. That's all I gotta say.
Well, let me ask you this, Nick. With what you done been through and all this time that you did, honestly, was it worth the sun? Honestly.
Nah, it wasn't worth it. The lessons and the rules in the game were worth it, but it wasn't worth it. Not what you go through mentally, but the rules in the game, it was worth it. Understanding and learning the rules of the game, how to control the rock. How you control that rock as an athlete, as a point guard, controlling that court. That's the only thing I respect about this. I don't
What was
respect
the
none of that.
hardest? What was the hardest thing doing time? What was? Give me the, a description of the hardest thing that you had to accept that you didn't want to.
Oh, court,
Why?
court. That's the only thing I ain't want to accept. Court. What they were pulling down, what they were saying out their mouth, what they refused to go for, and what I was standing on, what I believe in.
So you really think you? So you really regret taking that plea? You saying? Even with the boy telling me that he would testify against y'all, you regret taking that 7?
Yeah, I regret taking this step, and I ain't gonna lie. If I was smart, I would have been. If we were back in the day and I was thinking how I was thinking today, I would have been at home.
So
If I
you
would have just
so
fought,
so
I
you
would have been
actually
at home.
so what do you say? You say you think that the jury will believe you over the victim?
Yeah, they would have believed me over the victim if I would have just stuck it out a little more longer. Them folks wouldn't let me go clean home. I ain't even have to take no 7 years. I just took 7 years because Ty took 7 years. I wasn't gonna take no 7 years. Ty wanted to take 7 years. He couldn't take it no more. He wanted to lay down. There wasn't no good plea. I ain't like that plea. Ty liked that plea.
But
Ty
listen,
couldn't
check
take it
this
no
out.
more.
Check this out. And I want your total honesty. This is the last thing I'm gonna ask you before we go, because I appreciate this time. Like I say, it's a lot of guys that's coming on here that's talking about prison life that ain't never been to prison. Ain't never had to walk that long line like you have at a young age. See, I can vouch for your credentials because you jailed in all your 20s, and you'll be 30 years old in a little while, and we got to celebrate. Beside court, was Camp 29 as bad as they say it was at Parchment?
Yeah, it was bad, but it wasn't like what the big foot was about. You
What,
had you had to be safe down there.
what do you mean you
You
had
had
to be
to know.
safe? The violence was that thick down there?
Yeah, the riding wasn't thick down there. You just had to be real careful down there. That's all it was. You had to be real careful down there. It wasn't about the violence, it was about you had to be real careful. When they do what they do, you gotta be real careful down there in 29.
Now I'm gonna tell you what a trap was when I was doing my time. I used to call them sugar babies when they come in. Those were those youngsters that you couldn't tell nothing that might have ended up in a cell with you and you're sailing, and he ran him, convincing himself he deserved nachos and popcorn. And anyway, we always had these sugar babies that actually believed somebody was gonna put some money on the book and didn't, and ended up on the store, man. It never turned out good for them. Never. You can't hold people. I'm glad you letting the people know that how careful you have to be, because there's so many traps out there that could cost you. your life. And you survived it, and I thank God you to survive it. And if God lets you see that 30th birthday, we might not have 1,000 people there, but we're going to turn up, son. And I'm glad you home. Y'all out there, YouTube, y'all be blessed.